We're like a rocket ship. It was like a rocket ship sent by Kim Jong-un. Just like that. Who is very nice, I will tell you. He's not so fond of this administration, but he's fond of me. And we had a very good relationship. Vladimir Putin of Russia says that Biden's, and this is a quote, politically motivated persecution of his political rival is very good for Russia because it shows the rottenness of the American political system. Viktor Orban, the highly respected prime minister of Hungary, said, Trump is the man who can save the Western world. Can you imagine President Xi of China, powerful kind of a guy? They hate when I say that. Oh, you're saying nice things now. He controls 1.4 billion people rather ruthlessly, right? I will direct a completely overhauled DOJ to investigate every radical, out of control, fake, crooked prosecutor in America for their illegal, racist, and reverse enforcement of the law. If you remember in Minneapolis, where they took over the police station, they took it over and they burned it for their illegal race.
Okay. Look at the people behind him. I hate to leave somebody's mouth open, and this guy's mouth is open, so let me fix his mouth.
Just in reverse.
He's determined to holler for Trump. Okay. So he fixes his mouth. Look at this lady. She's looking over at the side. And then you have this guy here. The reason I'm showing these people behind Trump that are screaming and hollering, these are the people, here's a Hispanic guy. These are the same people who stood behind Trump before and followed this goddamn nut to the Capitol, the United States Capitol, where the House of Representatives and they're cheering, but they aren't cheering as loud because they remember the people who followed him to the Capitol, where the House of Representatives and the senators work. And half those people are in prison right now, the ones that followed him. The other half got let off, and some of them got fined. Some of them lost their homes. Some of them, their husband and wives aren't coming back for 5 and 7 years, and some of them got a year. Listening to nonsense that this orange motherfucker talked. He literally just stood here about a minute ago and said that Kim Jong-un ruthlessly, did he say Kim Jong-un? No, not Kim Jong-un. Hold on, let me go back and play it.
Chip sent by Kim Jong-un.
Yeah. He said Kim Jong-un, but his name is Kim Jong-un. He ruthlessly rules about 1 billion people. Do you want to be ruthlessly controlled, sir? How about you, miss? Do you want to be ruthlessly controlled? What about you, miss? What about you, sir? First of all, do any of you want to be controlled? What about you? You over here. You guys are smiling. What about you? He got your hand in front of the lady. What about you? Do any of you people want to be controlled? Or do you want to be free in a democracy in America? Even if you're Republican or Democrat or unaffiliated. Do any of you motherfucking people want to be controlled by this mango motherfucker? Because that's what he's going to do. He wants to control you. That's why he keeps talking about Putin. That's why he keeps calling Kim Jong-un, Kim Jong-un. That's why he keeps talking about the motherfucker from Hungary. They are dictators. Do you understand that? You two, you three. What about you? What about you? You two. What about you? All you that is standing behind him, behind this motherfucker right here, he's talking about dictatorships. Do all of y'all understand that? Dictatorships. Because once you guys put him in, which you can no longer do, because he's not on the ballot in Colorado. And he's not going to be on the ballot in Colorado. And it doesn't matter how long, how much you people behind you, if you're doing it, threaten the judges, threaten the clerks, threaten to kill their family, or even if you go ahead and you kill them. It doesn't matter if you guys do it, if somebody else in your clan does it. It doesn't matter. He's off. He can't be, if you write him in, it doesn't matter. He's not going to be the president. So you all might as well pick somebody else, because it's not going to be Trump. Because this man is supporting insurrectionists. This man is supporting people and saying the people who have been convicted for the January 6th attack on the officers, the senators, and the people who work in the House of Representatives. This motherfucker right here has already said if he becomes president, the people who were convicted already for doing that he was going to release them from prison. And because he said that is why the judges and the Supreme Court in Colorado said, well, we have something in the United States Constitution that says if you provide aid, comfort, and support to people who have already been convicted for attacking the Capitol, you cannot be on the ballot. The other states should be doing it as well. But Colorado is a state who has done it before. And so they can't now say, well, we're going to let Trump pass, because they've already done it to somebody else. And Judge Gorsuch, a Republican judge, has already ruled, even though now he sits as a judge in the highest court in the land, the United States Supreme Court, when he was a judge at the Colorado highest Supreme Court. He already ruled that no, because you have done this before, we cannot let you run for office. So now he can't go back and go against his own ruling. Do you people understand this? It doesn't have anything to do with Trump. It just has to do with a prior ruling that the state courts have upheld. So now he gets promoted to the highest court in the land, and now he cannot go against his own ruling. So even though Trump is going to go ahead and appeal it to the highest court, because Judge Gorsuch, when he was a state court judge at the highest court in Colorado, the Colorado Supreme Court, he cannot go against his own ruling. I am making this video to explain this to you, to explain this to the Democrats, to explain this to the Republican, to explain this to people who do not vote, and to explain this to unaffiliated. He cannot go against his own ruling when he was a judge at the highest court in the Colorado Supreme Court. Now that he is a judge and the highest court in the land, he cannot go against his own ruling, because his own ruling says state courts can make their own decisions and the United States Supreme Court cannot overrule it. So please do not get mad and try and kill these judges, because you would also have to kill Judge Gorsuch, and he is a Republican. That former President Trump made a judge. He would have to kill his own judge. Do you understand that? There is nothing he can do, and the vote must be unanimous. So he dealt his own hand. It does not make sense for you people to threaten the Colorado judges, Because if he appeals it, he has to appeal it to Judge Gorsuch, and it cannot be overturned. You would be killing these people for nothing. Please stop it. He dealt himself his own hand. Have a good night.